Right, chat. Stop talking about that game. Okay, C9 on defense, Crew on attack. We got a Sheriff, and that's it. We got some ghosts.
Players taking chunks out of each other. Oh, we're looking forward to that potentially.
Winner dodges Senor G2. And you want to be doing that in single elim. No offense to the other team that they'll be playing.
Tap it away for the wall just in case somebody peeks their head wide and open into this one. Gotta wait for the second wave of things though. We all know how Icebox goes. Wait for the fuel to come back online. Go for the re-hit.
Yeah, Cloud9 now looking to see if Crew have made a pivot away. Kesnit though opening as he intends to go on. He's been amazing on this map.
He's so far ahead of the rest of his team. He's like up there before the wall's even up.
Click bang, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 4 months.
Taken down Oxy at the beginning of the game. Who are you actually afraid
Have I
of?
not played all? Dude, I don't play single player games, man. All of like all of your best single player games, I haven't touched them.
And I think Kesnit will be so happy taking aim duels.
do you know what it is, chat? I'll play it, and like I'll be having fun, and like I'll enjoy it, and I would even like smash out like what 6 hours or something, and then I would never pick it up again. That's the issue. I never have that urge to pick that game up again.
A lovely start.
I don't know what it is.
From Kesnit's POV,
I need to be playing against other people on the internet.
Because Kesnit domed Oxy right off the rip.
Maybe it would be different on stream.
To really be paying attention to.
I don't know what it is.
Oxy on their attack side has so many ways that he can get into good positions. On defense, the job of the Reina is to fight in unexpected positions, get that kill, and then get out of there. And Kesnit is going to love
we got, oh my goodness. Kind of we got 1 death that we're allowed. We got a Sheriff from Oxy. That is about it.
Tim's going to be trying to set him up as well. We avoided a nice little
D9 pick Icebox.
Deep push, but okay. I mean, Vanity was just going.
Yeah, Vanity just took a bit of info over towards middle. Took the turret out, got traded.
That's completely open for Crew. Think about the way that they played it when they were playing in stage 1 and Kesnit looked like an absolute beast on this map. They would insert Kesnit at the beginning of the round over towards yellow, and then he would actually become the lurker, and he would be getting up more and more confidently, opening and exposing himself to angles. This time, though, has the whole pack with him.
A little bit of aggression on display. Crew just really trying to fight over towards his backside control. There's potential danger here. These players get isolated towards the back of the site, but the thing with the weapon advantage shouldn't be anybody falling, right? Surely not.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know how much studying they've done into them. If they know that they normally buy four guns and nice shot.
It's just a warm-up for Kesnit.
Yeah, just all taps and Shy picks up the gun.
Not a bad way to begin, not by any means.
Here we go.
And I think this game really is a form check. You know, you're looking at can one of these teams.
Any more NA games are there before playoffs? You got 5 more games including this.
To playoffs, there's a single elimination game, which they don't know who their opponent's going to be. This week is going to decide that for both of these squads. And then once you get past
what happens if Crew loses? Most likely they play the loser of Sentinels G2 in a single element.
No particular order, frankly. And this game for Cloud9, if they win it, puts them in 3rd. They would dodge Lev. Is that a good thing to dodge Lev and get the winner of G2 Sen?
I don't know, man. I mean, they're all going to be heavy hitters. Rooney, very committed there.
What did they just say then? Is that not the opposite to what we're saying?
Easy spam kill just straight through the wall. Player disadvantage out there for Cloud9. Going to have to be shifting that defensive setup. You can see Vanity already getting a run on, a move on.
Passes are wrong?
It feels like the beginning of these rounds.
Yeah, because why would you be dodging a team that's already...
So far, he's been very hungry for it, and Cloud9 have put up very little resistance. Of course, just as they take a pause in the round, it bears mentioning again that Crew have changed around who their IGL is. So, well, we're probably going to attribute pauses in the round like this to Melzer because he's picked up the most of the calling. It is supposed to be a bit more of a decentralized system on the attack side for Crew.
A bit of a team effort.
Yeah.
Order for the pause in case Cloud9 went for that re-exploration, but they are holding this one. Plenty of bodies ready to try and push them back and ward away this Crew offense. There's one as Kesnit falls. Going to be offsetting that disadvantage now. 4 versus 4, with only 30 seconds left in the round. Time starting to play a bit of a problem. Dodging, ducking, weaving, but can't quite avoid all those bullets heading towards them. Cloud9 making a go
I
of
think
things,
Zeppa
Moose, but just the one
needed
before the
it was like a
Now
weird
Oxy's
situation for
left on
him
his
because
lonesome, a 1v3.
this duel took so long, and then he, like, the longer
Actually
it
makes
carried
his
on
way
going
towards
on,
the
he
side,
was
but
like,
he's got a lot
what?
to do.
I'm baiting. And then he was like, damn, I need to stop baiting. Then he swung, and then this guy died as he decided to swing out, and then they saw his legs. So it wasn't like he fully like got baited in. Yeah, that duel lasted way too long, and it got a little bit awkward because of it.
The dart avoided and broken over the top. This is sneaky. Not expected at all. And now 1 to remain. All this for the round win. It comes down to the wire. Shy up and above.
Whoa!
Oxy
Damn, he won
delivers
that.
a death blow.
He won that. Okay,
That's a sick round from
that's an
Oxy.
outrageous round to win, dude.
Great use of the dismiss as well in that
Yeah, he
kind
of learned from that other
situation.
game of
Notice when
Icebox
he got
where he
the
didn't
first
use
kill,
a
he drops
dismiss
down
and he
to
could have had
check
time
underneath.
to
If he
defuse.
spotted someone, he would have been able to grab that dismiss.
what it reminded me
get
of.
away to a safe location. And I think it's probably a teammate there that calls that they spotted Moose, sorry, not Moose, apologies, Shy up top. Because he was on his screen there for just a moment, but I don't think Oxy quite realised.
Yeah, that was,
Bit of
I
an
mean, that's a
assist.
nuts round,
Scratch
dude.
it off your card, that's a Cloud9 clutch, bingo.
Still though,
Not
against the
bingo,
bonus.
It's not bingo, I'm just saying the name of the game.
This guy does not know the rules.
I need to be careful with that one.
Do you even have a pen?
I'm going to borrow yours.
Okay, sure. Vanity.
He wanted to send it close to the judge. Here's him running.
It down into the corner with the judge in hand.
Yeah,
Forced
and
away
it's not
here.
great in these
Alvarez
other
used
positions.
that knife. Not sure if we got the info.
Does have a
He is
smoke
just
though.
stanced up
But he
now,
ate a knife, did he?
willing to fight over
Oh my god.
control. Over towards the yellow box, bit of spam. So you can make a go of this.
That's
Fire was gonna do it.
outrageous. I mean, he's
blinded up,
full
just
blind.
3 fires onto the corner with a peek. Might want to get himself out of there. Bullet tagged. Out into the open.
Dude,
Kesnit.
he gets
He's using the
blind,
dash
he
out of
two
this
taps.
engage.
He
Looks
two
like he wants to try and
taps,
take the fight
moving,
before.
gets the kill.
With Mel's going down. An opportunity of trying to play for the waves of the wall going back up. Heat with the plan, sticking it, jumping around. Vanity is gone, deleted still. Gonna deal with this guy, Kesnit, the raid
Right.
boss.
The duelist
Eventually
the
there,
duelist
now
off
with
at the
the
moment is
3v3,
insane.
Flanks caught, Shy taken out.
Zeppa might want to use fish into
Mortar's
this
pressure.
because
Mounting out into these crew
the
players
eco.
to try and do the most.
Yeah.
Rash online. it's
Oh
gonna be
my
taken
god, the
out, actually,
timing on
by
that
the
knife is incredible.
Out.
Can't use fish short. That was
Someone
sick.
have that one to clear the way forwards here. Time still ticking, but a shot.
Okay, nice shots from Moose though. Yeah, the util was pretty legit there.
Very sharp kills from Moose towards the end. It looked slow from Cloud9. They still have 8 seconds on the clock. They managed it perfectly
I
fine.
mean, they were just on top of the fact
There
there's
were
a luck here.
opportunities for Crew to take
That's
those
all it is.
peaks.
They've actually
Maybe
done a
like the
good amount of
crucial kill.
research for sure.
C9 are finding their opportunities to get back in here. You can see how itching Kesnit is to make his moves forwards. He had
Look
a
at it.
huge impact in this round, walking up, finally
Look at it, man.
on the retreat.
Look at his screen.
But
You
he's
can't see
trying to find
anything.
timings here, Kesnit, as the wall is down, really unusual kind of timings. Normally teams are going to wait that cycle of Viper wall goes up, people start to walk forwards. But Kesnit's trying to catch C9 peeking.
Yeah, force him down to an eco. And I mean, you gotta shout out Oxy for doing what he did on the bonus to even make this doable. And Moose did insane on this. So Moose has his ult, MTA has his ult, but obviously you don't really want to be using it into the eco unless you get close.
Oh, yes.
Kesnit, this guy wants to draw blood straight from many targets available for him. Still being faced up, eventually backing out and away. Still
He
over the
might
shoulder,
have done an
covered
alright amount
by
of
the
damage though,
Rifles.
yeah.
But it's a Sheriff's to make it
Oh,
short
what a shot
work
from
for
Shy.
all
That
these
is the
Cloud9
one.
players.
Yeah, now they know there's a
left.
luck over towards B. And we got some guns that we can
Devastating
pick
round
up.
for Cloud9.
There's one.
They just got themselves into a good spot. 2 rounds in a row. Looked like they were almost in control. I don't see any way of Moose winning
Another
this
him
one.
getting picked
Waves
up.
being spoken into existence already. Spots.
Deleted.
Both of
Potentially
these
hearing
pick up
footsteps
guns.
from earlier. He seemed to have that awareness that Melzer was playing in that position, but does he still want to make a go of this?
It's so
MTA has
difficult.
ult too. I
Yeah.
mean,
Bot coming
you're
back.
saving.
Yeah, it's really, really tough for him to be able to get back into this. He doesn't know where any of the crew players are.
And
Even if he
money-wise,
gets
it's
to
just
that
like you
spot,
might as well
You're
save.
expecting nanoswarms on the spike, shock darts still up. He can see that the Hunted Fury is on the other side too. Like, what does Moose do? He's checkmated in this spot. Really, the damage had already been done. And not all of it was Kesnet coming in with the knives, you know? A lot of those are just big sheriff shots being hit for the rest of the crew. Cross it off again. We've almost got the bingo.
Oxy Ace is the last
You would love
one.
it if there was a way to check your Valve shop without needing to log in. Damn, that would be cool.
I mean, we can read it
That
out.
was the thing.
Cloud9 crutch, clutch.
Instead, we'll get another window in middle of Icebox.
That's my nickname for Oxy, the Cloud9 crutch. Cloud9 clutch, crew thrifty that you've just seen, Reyna being picked. Icebox has delivered already.
Just need the Oxy Ace. Okay.
There's a mobile app for that. There you go, Des.
Oh, welcome to this week.
Yeah, we're having a silly week, actually.
Look at you lot in the know.
Oh, okay.
Americas is in a unique position where, you know, all of these playoff spots pretty much locked up.
The total
Right,
reset.
gotta start focusing on this one because money, big rounds.
Nobody's going to be waiting for
I'll
the
be
moment
buying
towards the
next.
outside.
Crew, they're pretty much okay.
Might be running
Like,
bodies
this
over
can
to
be
see
a
if they
drop.
can flood the fend, but no, just giving it up, knowing that the no command is online. Give up the space.
Yeah, they kind of got the ult advantage on this one.
Cloud9 attempting that one. Do you hear the glide across here?
Isn't it?
I think so,
Pretty
especially
sure
with
they
his
know about
storm
this guy.
onto this
Yeah,
position.
and they
But
got
Kesnet's also gonna put a little bit of
Killjoy
fear
ult,
into
but then
moves.
Silver's gonna ult, so do you even bother Killjoying? That is crispy, isn't it? This guy is so sick. Ridiculous.
Feeling empowered as well. 3 more for the ace. Why not? Set him up nicely now with a lockdown. Moose follows up. Still close. Cut it up to the corner. That's MTA, but he has to respect this one now with the ult online.
Oh my god. Yeah, and Vanity blocks vision. I don't think they've heard him on the spike. He has wall up. Got it half. Got it half. Oh my god, so close. Oh, I thought that was the second one.
The full defuse, the Red Bull clutch, just in motion.
That one should have been easier for Cloud9. You know,
Was it the third? I thought it was the second and he just mistimed it. Maybe I'm fully wrong.
The lockdown, but I've got to give credit to the guy on your screen right here because Vanity played that one very nicely. Dodged one of the pulses of the 100.
Second? Yeah, I thought he delayed it too much and he didn't get to do his third one.
And I mean, what a way to open things up as Oxy gets a double kill there, which also created space for Moose to go for the lockdown. There it is, that crucial kill onto Shy. And another Cloud9 clutch. Unfortunately, you can't scribble over it twice.
It's nice work though, nevertheless. It's that early wave of util that crew are going to be using just to push them back away from the orbs.
But the ult advantage now going into the hands of crew. They can get Shy into a good position to ult onto A, create a post-plant situation. And you can see that that's what these players over towards B are expecting.
Yeah, they're thinking ahead.
They're going for a fast push out of B because they know, they're reading the fact this is going to be the lockdown into A and they can get on a fast flank timing.
They got a very good read on this.
Not hearing the plan come down just yet. Mosh flying forwards, rebounding. Here's a pit.
Oh, it's a Viper all over towards the left as well. Even though they got a good read, it's a very hard retake.
Don't want to get spammed.
Yeah, give me this Shy Oxy duel. Shy wins out that duel as well. Yeah, it's a dumb round.
Oh my goodness. Can't even give him the benefit of the doubt.
Spike planted.
For ships in the night, but Zephyr up on high, side by side now with Rooney, but now just Rooney. He's left to do a lot here. Plenty of players approaching his position. Just impossible to clear them all. So Shy.
Dude, the shots at the moment are insanely crisp.
Gives them that lead, just by the one though.
Other than other than the close range duel that we saw, I'll ignore that one.
In that round. Had a lot of good kills in post-plant kind of situations. I'm treating this game very much as a heat check. Like form check, not just for the team, but for players too, as you're heading towards playoffs. Now, what does it look like? And I think the crew players look like they're sharp, on point.
Or before plant win rate. I mean, it was a lot better though. It wasn't like the all over towards the left. The site is the one because you already have the right of site map control. It's more like when you Viper ult and you don't have any map control, that's when you're wrecked because they get to get all angles. Like they can take as much space as they want.
And I know I'm looking
like this was the best way to ult before you
even
plant.
Once we reach the halftime, this is not one of the maps where Vanity struggled with calling on the attack side. That's been a big narrative. We were tracking it all throughout the C9 game against NRG, but it really is map dependent. On Haven, Ascent, Lotus, Split. Now, those are a lot of maps, but Vanity has been struggling with attack side calling, and they've had bad success on those maps. 4 out of the 7 in the pool.
I was gonna say, do you just name
today,
every single map?
Only one of those is getting played, and that's the next map coming up, Split. On Icebox and Sunset, their attack sides have actually been pretty good.
They call a good game.
So they don't need that many rounds here.
Yeah. The worry's not really there just yet.
Did we see a shot there of Imi being a disappointed dad?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wasn't
not
really.
sure.
I should have been paying attention for it. Even Vanity stroking his mustache.
That's
I didn't
so
really.
true.
I didn't look for that one either.
And we're too focused on the game.
I know.
We're never going to win bingo like this.
I'm just holding out on the Oxy Ace. Maybe not in this round, but you never know. Flashed up once more into their faces. Pretty standard approach again by KRU. I mean, we see plenty of teams do this
Hey,
one.
pressure over towards here.
making
They make
they
sure that
can
no
try and
one's
deny the
facing
ult
close. And
Faith in the push out of Vanity there. The fast push out through B, C9 went for in the previous round as well.
I mean, like on this,
Gets
he only
away.
spots one. When do these guys re-clear this question mark on A? That's the question. Pretty early. Very early,
Most
to
of
be
the
honest.
dangerous round
Oxy
up.
didn't full swing the corner, but
Basically evaporating here for KRU. There's not enough bodies to try and push this back. A fast enough play, so they're going to be playing retake.
It might be able to get a few kills.
Eco.
Opportunity for the Rooney Sheriff.
I think
kill
KRU need
here
to make
as
a
well.
change if they
Is
lose
that
this
another
game.
one? That's
Nah,
definitely
because
another one.
Okay.
they made a
Think
change
about how good
and
Rooney's
they
been
didn't
with
look
that over
great
the last
after
couple
it,
of years. I
but
mean, that
it's
was one of
got
the reasons
better
why
each
C9
week.
last year were on
And I
such a
think
hot
you
streak heading
can't
into
be too
yeah,
mad about that. And they're
LCQ.
not like,
You know, statistically, he's got
it's
the
not like
highest
it's
kill
been
rates in terms of
shocking or
winners
anything.
per
Like,
game.
Is that
the
true?
games are
No,
getting
it's not. I
closer
made
and
it up.
closer.
I'm just spreading misinformation.
You had me though.
Lear out wide, just trying to face this
Also,
one again. Little bit of a
unless
warm-up, isn't it,
you're-
with just Kesnet and Heat.
unless you're Talon, you're not
Collecting up all the
really
kills,
making a change
filling up
until,
that feed, builds it up to
after the
next
single
round of
Olymp
odds.
game.
Nice and flawless.
because that is mental.
Looking good with it.
Remember, your weapon is
At the
only
best
a tool.
times,
You
I think
can't
KRU have
just
been powered
shoot.
by Kesnet and Heat looking very confident in their own abilities to go and take fights. And
The one from
being
Spawn? Wait,
opportunistic.
really?
I think that's one of the hallmarks of a really confident player, is finding those slim timings and taking fights that maybe they're a
Yeah, I
little
mean,
risky.
Kesnet's
But when
insane,
you're
man.
feeling it and when you're hitting your shots, they end up empowering your team to win rounds. That's when KRU were at their best, admittedly, a little earlier
Why
on
did
in the
Talon
year.
make a change? They found an absolute talent.
Well, a util Kesnet. A lot of footsteps here, dropping down Oxy. There was a chance there, at least, but he wins it out anyway. With the Hunter's Fury to supplement, he's in no danger.
Okay,
So the way
3v5.
the KRU are the ones who are going to be scrambling for answers, and that might come
Talon.
for
Damn, dude.
Melzer, who's lurking his way up through mid. They have to deal with this drone, though. It's going to be spotting at least two of them. Drone for a drone! And a peek over the top! Wasn't defended, but still there are some kills. Heading in the way of KRU, bringing it to a 2v3.
You
How's my
pointed it out, and
Pacific
it's Melzer's
pick'ems?
kill
Somehow
to
still in the
boost
top
that has opened up the
5%, so I don't know what
entire
everyone
map
else is
now.
doing.
Yes, it's a player disadvantage
Yeah,
for
it's
KRU,
gonna
but
end
C9 are
horrendously.
missing a lot of information all throughout mid towards B. Vanity's got his hands full, and he can't cover all of these places on his own.
Give it a wait until tomorrow.
Put him very
With bottom
passively.
20.
Everybody walking up here from KRU, making sure that there's no sound cues to give anything away.
Certainly winnable for them.
There's gonna be a lot
Very
of
winnable.
unknowns. You don't have B main control. Start to clear through the back as well. MTA is going to be granted that safe plant.
It's an odd plant
And
position,
Team
isn't
Secret
it?
go another
He's
way,
worried
yeah,
about
until the
yellow,
final.
Worried about people playing aggressively.
Genji are my
Can KRU
saviors,
find
though.
these timings?
MTA.
I mean, he
surely not.
gets.
Peeks out.
Oh, he actually got good
How
timing.
many did he
Goes in to
spot?
try and hunt one part
His
of this.
reposition's pretty
That's the
pretty
question, isn't
good.
it? Obviously
he's dead,
delivering that
though,
out
right?
towards Kitchen. There's nowhere to really stand against this. Being faced up by multiple players.
I actually feel they did
Using the
insane
bodies to win out
damage,
around there by
considering it was a
Cloud9.
3v5 at one point.
Unfortunate situation. And Melzer couldn't find that good timing onto a
Comp
player
would I run
towards
on
Kitchen.
Abyss? I don't know. I'd
But
need
make
to do a
the
couple
round
of
somewhat
practices.
winnable.
I would do like
C9 got 2 picks
one where I
right off
do
the very
Astra,
beginning of the round, and I think that's a
Omen,
double-edged sword of how KRU are
Sage,
playing. They're super confident trying to
Yoru,
force fights early on, but look at
Sova,
Kesney there.
and then I would
Wide
probably
swinging
do
in,
another prac
just
where I
trying
do
to
like
force a duel at the beginning of the round.
Omen,
And because it goes the way of
Jet,
Oxy and another one gets picked up by the Hunter's Fury, they're essentially out.
KO,
It's a 3v5,
Sova,
and we're
Sage.
10 seconds in.
which I
So
prefer.
that's pros and cons to the way the KRU are playing and their aggressive
I'd run
nature.
those two. One of those two, whichever looked better in prac.
Talked about Vanity having his hands full in the mid round, round 9. Everyone is running towards him.
Yeah. It's that 4-1 default. He's going to hit out
The
early,
Sage?
trying to
Yeah, it's the
break
best
it.
Sage map.
Bit of fear into the back of minds of KRU. Just on their attack. Looks to be a pretty standard take though over towards B.
Nice
Or
though.
is
This
it?
is early pressure.
Okay.
Started one over towards yellow, question mark made.
It's going to be forced out of Vanity here. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and
hesitancy, I don't know,
they
indecision, whatever you
want
want to call
that.
it here for Crew. Looks like they wanted to run back. It's a bit of a noise bait, I think. Hoping that the sound cue will drag
That's
players
nice
away
though.
towards the A
Break
side.
the molly over towards here.
As the rest of them start creeping ever so closer. Rooney,
Standing
Zutel
ahead.
out wide.
Wow.
There's so much potential for
He gets
the
shot by one
punish.
person though. They handled it
That's
well.
broken.
Just
Bit of
think
an
it's one
indicator.
person just chilling.
Here.
How has it turned like this where Vanity's the one who's potentially going to be feeling the squeeze? Pop flash play. Going to fight for this backside control as well. What does Util dash forwards and away? Too much to
Wait, this
account
take
for
was
Rooney.
pretty
Couldn't
sick.
hold it down.
I can see why they wanted to. They realized they could get all this space and do that. That was so nice.
Now forwards and to the backside. It's going to be a thrash used to try and set the stage. Nicely here for Cloud9. Potential with the detainment, but no one
Whoa!
way.
He got no kills
the
there.
rifles in hand and he still has to hold
Oh my
it
God.
down. He will do just that. Somehow. It's a miraculous moment. Drawn from the dark. And a crossfire setup there is just impossible to deal with if you're Zephyr. Still finds the
Whoa, 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 out in the open, shy. Why?
Outrageous from Zephyr.
I mean, nicely done from Zephyr.
What a time to step up! Winning the 1v2 there and putting another clutch on the board for C9. A third, I think, out of the 5 rounds that they've won.
Yeah, those two kind of
It looked
misplayed
like
it a little
C9 were
bit.
gonna
I'm
be in
going to
control,
give
and
Heat
had so much
a
impact
bailout for
towards
sure
the back.
because he shouldn't be alive.
Finally got taken
He
down.
shouldn't
What a
even-
win from
shouldn't
Melzer
be
as
getting
well,
any of
which
these
could have
kills,
wrapped things
really.
up way earlier on.
Especially this one.
If Heat swings off the back of that flash, he's got Zephyr.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's so
but
weak, he's worried about running into spam.
they like.
It's not really a flash he can follow
It's
up
not
on.
too bad. He's trying to trade it.
It's a big round, though, to
It's
get
more
Cloud9
good from
back
Zephyr,
into
just
things.
like
5-5,
continuously
ultra
going
high,
left to make sure
heading
the
into
angles
final
are
2 rounds.
decreasing from this guy.
Deep down
But
again,
I mean, they
get
definitely
broke
could have
off
played
C.
it better. It's a little bit hindsight
Plans to
for
sweep
both
down
of the
towards J
situations
line.
there. Like Zephyr played it well.
No switch up though from Crew. They're going to use these ults to try and get themselves onto the site.
Yeah, that's a really nice timed lockdown from Moose.
We'll push them back and away here with the
Wait,
Hunter
do we need
Spirit. They
this?
know the height and the angle of it, so...
Yeah, I think that's just an ult for the sake of it, right?
Take space with that, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, might as well just let that pop.
Viper fuel.
So a bit of miscommunication there from Crew. It's a really nice timed lockdown, but if MTA was going to use the ult for it anyway, Crew should have really committed to it. You see there that Moose puts it on the edge as well, kind of faking like it could be on the floor, but MTA read it.
Oh, that shock is on.
Molly to the side, vulnerability.
Oh my God.
To a lot of these players.
The shock
Sales
into the
past.
spam. Dude, more people have been playing Snowman at the moment. Actually saw someone play there with an Odin again. Been a while. Dude, Heat back to back. Back to back rounds have been ridiculous.
See if he can clear this one.
Yeah, of course you go down as soon as I compliment you.
At least for the fight for Heat to take there. ADS up. Kesnit is feeling sharp. Wants to prove it.
A nice reposition from him though.
2v3. Stepping it forwards. And again, it's that body advantage, but now down to that 1 versus 1. Walking up. Jump spot Melzer. Seeing it, spotting it. Vanity backs away. Onto the defuse. Stick into half and more. Just getting off. But a win-con's been bought. Time ticking away in the swing.
Nice shots in this one.
Melzer is perfection.
Yeah, I mean, that reposition from Kesnet was everything, really.
Lovely clutch
Maybe got a little bit
performance
lucky with that
there.
other kill when he was running away, I'm not sure.
Jump spotting, forcing Vanity to go for the tap. Wonderfully played. A slight lead
How Kesnet
now,
takes
and Cloud9's
fights,
economy
he's just an
broken.
insane aimer, man,
He's
really.
had so many really impactful moments in the middle of these rounds, getting himself into deep positions and then picking up 2, sometimes even 3, in spots where you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
I know the scoreline is close here, but in terms of a heat check, I'm feeling better about Crew.
What an adjustment by Kesnit. The two duelist players just taking chunks out of each other here. Roxy was given that as free real estate almost every single round. Not this time, though.
Coming out for champs, nah.
Cloud9 backing off the site.
Stay-
Crew have gone
stay
for a
here.
lot of these pauses. As soon as they take that front A control, hit the brakes.
Trying to bait the Cloud9.
Hansi, who are you
retake.
casting with
At
at
least
champs?
clear.
It's interesting
You
as
can tell
well
us
to
now.
think that whatever you
This can be
showcase
the
in this
official
game,
announcement.
people are going to be looking at it for playoffs as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, with all of these games that don't matter as much, you're wondering how much are teams really going to show? This is definitely a tendency. Wonder if they'll lean into it if we see Icebox in playoffs.
Damn, dude.
It's all back online, though. Send it out towards the back. Clears through most of it. You have to get a move on. It's pretty obvious at this point. KRU, especially with Heat tapping the plan.
Yeah, let's go wait for the official on this.
Now fully committing to an extension into it for our final round of this first half. All the bodies grouped up now from Cloud9. Try and take this one fast. These are the Thrash in hand. Zephyr leads the charge for him. Clears most of the way. Misses the corner there. Entertainment.
Do they think he's not here?
This guy's still just going to be sitting.
Oh, they have no idea.
Into this area, the side, and they didn't clear him. Up top there through the rafters. Needs to anticipate the reswing, but his team's got his
Yeah, I guess they just didn't think he'd be bold enough to do this.
Eventually onto it, tap in away.
Killjoy goes down as well to secure it.
7-5
I mean, this is pretty much a standard Icebox half. You should be pretty happy with 5 on the defense.
But maybe just enough for them.
Looking good here, I think. Winning a lot of the opening fights. And also,
That cost me if I left my house. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Requiring miracles to push things across the line.
That's the hardest thing to do.
See how things turn up as well. Keeping forwards, keeping an eye on the heat check between the duelist players. Kesnet and Oxy going head to head, blow for blow in most of these rounds. We'll see if that form continues as well as we look even further forwards onto the next half.
Yeah, we're doing this again. Do I have to mute? Oh. Down there. I just started doing the ads in here. Dude, I know the America's changed, man. So they got the, you got the minute break here, okay? And then I go to my VOD channel recently, and who's copywriting me? These guys, man. The NA broadcast trying to get my $2 for my VOD for my VOD, man. Honestly, I should maybe play the music so the music people get it. Yeah, they're coming after me. It's crazy. Only now? I mean, I should have rights to it. This is the thing. I think I can dispute it, but I'm also not going to dispute it. It takes way too long. Trying to get their money back? Yeah.
Like a car crash where it's going to be a lot of fights.
But can they get 2 minutes?
Brawling head on, and if we play scared in that match, they're definitely going to roll us, and we know they're not going to play scared against us. So I think it will be a good matchup for both teams. Both teams like to get a lot of fights, and I think there will be a lot of fights given, so should be good.
There were many words that I was potentially expecting to come out of Moose's mouth, but car crash wasn't one of them to describe him and his team clashing.
Ralph, hello mate, I'm doing good. How you doing?
No, it's not normally a positive word.
No, it's not a positive word that they would use. No. But
which region do I have the most fun watching? Pacific's really fun, man. I'm not gonna lie.
They do.
Yeah, you got some fun teams in Pacific.
It doesn't come down to the old tactical Valorant, the old thinking man's Valorant, where you're annotating across the screen. Sometimes it's just straight up Oxy's dropping 30. Sometimes it's
hey, dude, EMEA dropped off after K-Corp changed their roster. That's all I'm saying.
Kesnet's been getting the better end of things, for sure. He's been looking to fight those opening kills, and he was straight up winning duels against Oxy.
Let's talk about it how it is, man. K-Corp 2023 will never peak. We'll never hit that peak again. That was the best viewing we've ever had.
Make sure that they control
we'll never get that.
Through mid, which would be another classic pistol round idea. So both teams missing each other at the start.
Cloud9 are the ones who are taking the next step forward. Look at this.
Unusual.
I mean,
contact mid to A in my Valorant. Well, Moose has been cleaned up.
So but do they expect these guys here?
Cloud9 still going to be looking.
No one's even looking behind yet.
From the back, and it just depends if they're even aware of this one, because he's looking in a completely different
Where's his bullets
direction
gone?
still. Because Lucky at least would have won, but traded. Oxy forward to heal will not
yeah, but
matter.
where's Zephyr's bullets gone? That's crazy.
Now jumping all the way around. The footstep is notifying them exactly where Vanity was, and yeah, that's a messy one.
I think the call from C9 is quite nice, actually. I'm not sure how much
Toothless, thank you so much. Appreciate the prime. Thank you.
How many players were pushed up on A? But they found a perfect time. They caught
Fancy, what the hell?
And he still managed
do
to
you
get
mean?
more than you would expect from his position, which I think has just been what he has done all map so far. Doesn't help that Moose ended up falling. But yeah, Zeppa whips a pretty important one there if they wanted that pistol. Crew certainly in the driving seat.
Sure. Do you know on the pistols? We'll keep an eye for the whole thing.
And feel free to tweet at us if we've completely missed stuff on the bingo board, because I'm pretty sure we've missed some stuff at this point.
I'm sure the desk is playing.
Surely Vanity has stroked his mustache at some point in this game.
Right?
Contemplatively.
Well, it's a herd of elephants just
Goodness.
stampeding towards him.
There is no way they called this as their eco strat.
Giving Kesnet a cheeky little three-piece.
I'm surprised
Where are
they
they
managed to
going?
get so much with the sheriff.
Yeah, I mean, not hiding any of their intent there, were they?
No,
That's
they certainly
sick.
weren't. I mean, that is a group up, run it down, see if we can.
Yeah, that's how
overwhelm
you know
people
it's a
round
game
round.
for seeding right there.
But I mean, I'm looking at this bingo card. Just, I mean, to get back to the game that is important here.
Yeah,
Shy must have gotten close to his monitor at some point. What are we even defining as close? The rules, they're so ambiguous.
They are, they're arbitrary.
It's like the EMEA tiebreakers.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm still waiting for the Oxy ace, though. We haven't quite seen Oxy get online yet in this map. Didn't have huge amounts of impact on the defense side, but on attack, loves getting deep into these sites.
Really pressing the advantage here. Kesnet needs to be precise to a bit again with the weaker weaponry in our hands, but overall
Still
just
though,
dominated the position.
it is a bonus. We'll
Cloud9
see what the damage is.
looking to lay claim to the entirety of the B side. They're not slowing down in the slightest.
Hansi, why are you so aggy today? What's going on?
Looking down for the plan. Nade is delayed. That won't be pushing back and preventing the plan even from coming online. Crew, difficult ask of them.
This just a bonus round, looking to try to do damage to Cloud9's economy. And not a very aggressive post-ban setup for C9 here. Normally Oxy's going to try to get deeper on site than this.
Yeah, it's to see what damage they can do. Moose should have two.
Wrapping all the way through and around. Nice movement by Heat.
All right.
He entered the day, but he is just one player now. Be able to pick up the upgrades, but what do you want to do with it?
Any damage is good.
Yeah, economic. Take the guns out of the hands of the C9 players, but thinking against it, Heat's now just going to be backing away, passing, going their separate ways. So, Cloud9 at least on the board, not letting Crew run away with a bonus round win. Would have been disastrous.
And like I said, C9's attack side calling actually has been quite good here on Icebox. Everyone's got that stat in their head because it's just
Give me the
so
give me this big round.
ridiculous
We got
that over
Op coming out.
the prior three
We got two
maps
people from
before they
C.
faced
We
NRG,
got two people from
zero
C9
attack
who can't buy
Like you
next.
said, a little bit cherry-picked.
Yeah,
Just because of the maps they were playing.
But to be honest, again, 4 out of 7 maps in the pool, they have massively struggled with their attack side. So not too cherry-picked.
Yeah, majority of the maps.
Yeah, just kind of like shaking a cherry tree. And
Anon
ooh,
gift us.
all
Thank you so
cherries.
much, Anon. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for doing that.
Surprise. You're hunting for the stats here. Kesnet's got an operator though. A little bit of a switch up here into this round. Looking to control up the B main fight. A lot of players walking towards him. Jump spot as well.
Non-gifter? No, Anon.
To Leo
A
and Jerome.
non-gifter.
Just try and protect him and get
Anonymous.
that extra bit of ground.
Thank you very much, man. I do appreciate
Not
that.
being pushed back and away from this one, but surely this is being watched. Oh, adjustment. Almost there. Foxy was looking snappy himself, though.
Of course he goes
Bullets
back.
flying forwards and away. You have to be ready for this one, Kesnet. Another bite of the apple, surely not. Greedy lad.
That's not too bad though.
though.
Yeah, falls away as he knows that the smoke's gonna go down.
He's
7 HP.
Tons of damage though.
Meanwhile, up through mid, what do they suspect of this?
He is
Oxy's
hitting an
fallen.
absolute banging
Out
shot
through the
there.
A side, trying to take this. The mid players now have to play a pivotal part.
Now what do they
Slow to a crawl with only 40 seconds left.
All quiet. And Shy trying to figure out where people are.
Do they
Contact
try
on
and
the
use it
tower.
as a bait, or do they
it's
like
broken.
double up?
They're going to expect two of these players. Oh, the rifles. Just pointing them directly. For Shy.
How's he get the second hit? That's insane.
And the op to kill
God
Wingman.
almighty.
Did he really need the op
That's
to
a
kill
brutal
Wingman?
scene. That's overkill.
Rooney and
What was
Zeppa, like, no, I'm not even going to try to get the spike back. Just
Yeah,
send
but
Wingman
this
in.
is actually still a good save. As much
No
as this
chance
means
at
the
all for
crew
them. So,
have outrageous money and they
crew
can
up
buy
to
for the
10.
rest of this, we are looking over towards here.
Look what
These
they
are the
paid
only
to
two
buy
that don't
10.
have money, so they can buy on top of this.
Oh.
It's brutal from Zeppa.
Ports 95. Thank you so
No
much as
thought.
well, man. Appreciate the time. Thank
6-10. The crew players are looking sharp.
you. Crew players looking
Kesnet's
crazy
been
good.
hunting for so many early fights. And he has
It just
been
feels like every
impressive,
POV
but
we're
I think
on,
the
especially these
value
three,
in
they're
spots
just
where you don't
two
expect
tapping.
it has just been enormous from Shy and Heat. C9 going to take a timeout here. This is how Oxy felt at the beginning of the round. That's another spot where Heat gets a massively important...
Oh, we don't need to see this.
What?
That's oh, that's zoom in.
Hunting season.
Oh, that's vile.
Me and the boys would like to go out to the moors, rustle the bushes, wingmen fly out everywhere.
Yeah.
Buckshot.
He is not giving up the Tory route, so tie it out for free. Statements like that.
Yeah.
10-6, timeout call by C9. It's pretty clear at this point. They're losing track, losing grip of the game, at least for this first map.
Well, I'm
so.
laughing at them.
Disappointed, Dan?
Disappointed?
I don't think
I
so.
feel like, no, it's just, it's
He's
so
calm
weird.
here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that might... Oh.
He's deep in four.
That's
I
it.
think that might be disappointed, Dad.
You didn't get above a C on your test.
Yeah, exactly. The small pinch of the brow,
Yeah.
I think qualifies.
Forward for just a moment. You want to cross it off? I'll cross it
I
off.
think so.
Where
Imi's
is
a
it?
disappointed dad.
Right,
Top
that's-
left.
I mean, that's nowhere near from being completed.
It's not, but listen, we can get somewhere close.
Okay. Worst viewing experience ever for anybody listening.
No, don't worry. They're all playing along. You know,
Oh, I'm
they've,
sure, I'm
they've
sure.
printed it off.
Of course, yeah.
Placing swarm grenade.
What's wrong with the
I
utility?
would have hit, but as we can see, the
turret's
target's
gonna
over
be planted, but it's being
towards
moved.
middle. And
Defensive
the
setup
op.
adjusted here.
Ooh, that's one rain of flash.
Timing the Lear in
Well,
his
it's all of
face.
them.
Almost given a perfect shot.
Yeah, I guess he
Up
only got
towards
one
Kesner
into
with
this
that
one unless I
operator, but
missed
he just
it.
backs away now. Maybe the signs of that weapon. Cloud9 might be second guessing themselves.
Weird.
Whether or not
They've
they wanna
inserted one over
send
towards
it
here. It's a spike.
towards the A side. I believe that drone spotted Zephyr. And he's the one with the spike, so that could have been disastrous when he was just dropping down.
It is really high value finding the Gecko in these kind of spots because they're almost always the player with the spike.
Yeah.
Okay, the
You're
usual
not really going to see it on
delay
other people because the
by
spike on the wingman is just so important.
got Molly
But
smokes
having
to
been spotted over
on
towards
B.
A, and now
Poison orb
Vanity
emitting.
making the call for them to end B.
Poison's off.
Heat, sorry, threw out a 0 point there. I saw that there wasn't anybody
Oh, the
playing.
timing
Smells has missed
can't
the
get much
timing,
worse
though.
than that.
Oh, he's crossed over, but
Oh, okay.
Vanity wins
Well,
that fight out anyway.
Oh no.
No chance at all, man. Still holding. Now with a plan online from Zephyr. Sends wingman flying forward. Shy. He's hoping a player would open themselves up. Moose is still going to be sitting nice and pretty.
and
Might be able to get a kill or two, but they knew he
I
was
like
there
this.
for
The
just
comms
prior
came
info.
in from earlier.
Bomb grenade out.
And Zappa got to be tempted to
Flying
use
forwards
Fischl
now.
into this one. They
No
got
time
to
wasted
eco.
here for Crew. So going to get a bit of a move on. It's a reflank up through mid. This is Oxy. It's going to be a bit of a pain point. Thrash
Into the
up to the user.
swing.
Broken, but it's detained onto the
That's
corner.
nice
the
from
time to
Oxy.
strike. Oxy right from the sidelines.
Bro, they
Still
hit
alive
so
here,
many
still
insane
kicking.
shots.
No command forwards. Now you're going to be tap with the precision. Zephyr.
Player
He's going to be
standing.
coordinating it. Double tap, not
Dude,
expecting.
mate, he
Kesnick
is
to be peeking from that
doing
angle
so
there.
well right now.
A res, the defuse. Plenty of time necessary for it. Up to 11 now for Crew.
I think these rounds are getting decided, broadly speaking, by the fact that Crew are just winning so many of the duels. I know that sounds overly simplistic to some degree, but
That's true.
C9 are in good post-plant spots there. Yeah, they've got some util turned off, but you've got a Thrash that goes in. The C9 players are posted up, and they just keep losing.
Even the
to
swing
Crew
wasn't bad
players that
though.
swing
Over
them.
towards site. I don't know if we
Oxy's
see
kill
it.
onto MTA is all right.
Like that-
but
that's
these
fine, that's a
swings that
higher
come through
lower.
from Vanity, from Rooney,
That's a
they're not
legit higher
finding the
lower that
value
just got
they need.
annihilated.
And Rooney in particular has been stuck on 2 kills for the longest
Not
time.
even bad from C9.
He just can't find a frag.
Cutting their vision.
That's just going to be hearing all this.
Oh, the
one once
recon's
more.
sick.
Plenty of footsteps, lots of util to accompany it. Got to give that one up. Oxy trying to step up to them now. Posturing over towards the B side. It's a nice
Yeah,
first
yeah,
kill
this
that
is
goes
just a
their
cool
way.
round in general from
Not
C9 though.
converting it. Walking forwards. Vanity is miles ahead of the rest of his team. Definitely eager to try and take these fights. Kesnick.
That's a
Likewise,
headshot.
knives out now with a blade storm. Rooted into the spot though. Oxy is there, standing
Player
it.
standing.
Forwards here with a trade.
Mate,
Cloud9.
everything's a headshot right now.
Massive player advantage. On a round that is
Okay, just
surely
looking to do
squared up.
damage. Like even one kill here is big
one of
because
the
if they
biggest
lose
rounds
the
that we've
next,
seen
they
from
get
MTA this
reset.
split.
And everyone who
Struggled
dies
to
here
find
is
his
going to
footing a
have
little
to
bit
buy,
since being re-added to the team.
and it
In a
means that
1v3,
there's just no way, right?
you just win.
very, very difficult.
You can just get up to 12-7. Then it'll
He
be
doesn't
up
need
against
to
the
save
low
the
buy.
weapon either. His team's
Oh,
got
what the hell's the
good
timing like?
Honey. Oh, that's a good job, because he's not going to save that weapon. Vanity catches him.
Pretty
in
good from
the back.
C9, especially they're in a spot with a lot of
C9
orcs now.
tried to close that gap just a little bit.
Maybe they can claw it together then. A few more rounds going for C9.
They're close to a couple of big ultimates. The lockdown isn't far away. Pit would come online if Vanity gets an orb or a plant or something like that. And Oxy's finding openers. So there's potential to run something back. But it's been such a long time since we've seen Cloud9 make a comeback.
Yeah, it's a little bit loose, Will. Sure.
Okay.
Chai played his first PC game in 2020.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't tune into...
Yeah, some of them, I mean, it's just different, man.
What happened there?
Leo once more. Kesnet not
It's
getting
a
away
new
with
breed.
it. I thought of a way that we can bait out Imi as a disappointing dad if we're not already clearing it off the board.
And how's
Ask
that?
him in the coach interview about Gareth Southgate's performance. And you will get it out of him. I tell you right now, you will get it out of him.
MF Wheats with the
Millions of
Prime.
American
Thank you
viewers
so
are
much. Thank you,
confused,
thank you.
bewildered.
I appreciate
They're in
that.
the Copa.
We should tune in
were.
on this
Yeah.
one. We got two people
Crew
ecoing
went for a
either
little
side. They
push
insert one
down
over
tube
towards
there,
A. You
getting a bit
can
of
lock in, but
information.
you have to make a sound drop in.
But it's back over towards B for Cloud9. They've been finding some level of success here. Not really prioritizing ultimates, but getting that orb for Vanity. So Pit is a possibility. It looks like Vanity wants to go for it.
Yeah, out towards
Yeah,
danger.
I'll keep an eye
Pitch
on what's
down.
going over towards A.
Trying to hold down the space. It's
Yeah, this is very nice timing at the moment.
Shots rattled and away.
This
No
should
real
be
damage being
secured
done
at
to them.
least from Moose.
It's going to come down to a bit of RNG. Shy, you
Yeah, he
really
can't get
down
this ult,
there.
though.
I mean, that is incredibly spammable.
I mean, that
They don't even get the
is
punish.
not
So
great.
interesting usage of the ability. Ultimate. Rattled and firing off. Smoke to try and push them back in a way. Kisnet
Yeah,
can
Moose
stand
announces
in place
himself.
here, but as a drone turret popped up, popping heads. Down to the 1v1.
Oh no! They
My
actually
God,
won
man.
it. There is no way they win
Doesn't
that.
let him get away with it.
You cannot be letting Kesnet do that.
You cannot be letting them win that round like
The
this.
final one.
Bro, he's
It's all smiles on the
he's
face
actually
of Crew's
just
star.
an aim demon.
What was that round? Even the kill onto Moose. How's he getting these?
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, here.
One enemy remaining.
So crispy. The insta dash in as
I'm
well.
even confused why Moose even goes for the swing, to be honest with you, but trying to find a timing based off Kesnet breaking the turret or something, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just feeling like they already timed it. Maybe they were in.
All right, 5 chances and two people got wrecked from the money.
If we're looking at a heat
They're these
check,
two.
I'm still looking towards Rooney. He's been sad, those 2 kills. It'd be lovely to get yourself feeling good heading towards playoffs. That's what this game's all about. Getting your feet underneath you,
Damn,
feeling
dude.
that confidence. 7 to 12, 5 rounds in a row needed for Cloud9. This one, they have the ults.
But all 5 players are crew ready and waiting. They're going to be going rapid off of this. So Snakebite a rebounds, going a bit shy and short of the mark here, but the plant's still denied anyway. Regardless of all of that, it was Util sailing up and above, and a kill not found. Everybody toppling.
That
And in
is
the blink of
3
an eye,
kills in half a second.
chances of
Player standing.
God, they annihilated them. man.
towards his map 1, at least keeping
Double
into the
pistol
running, so
helped for
Cloud9
sure, but I don't know. If I'm
looking
just thinking
on
of
the
what I'm
likely
seeing
Vanity.
aim-wise, Crew look
13 to
ridiculous.
7. Final scoreline here for Crew Visa. Of course, plenty more maps yet to be played in this series here, but that is a